Good morning, good afternoon, and yep. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Study Lounge live stream with Valley Noble. We're an educational consultancy business, and we help international students prepare to study over here in Australia. I'm your host, the Puni Agyapong, and I'm excited to have you guys joining us today. We have a great show lined up for you today, and so relax, sit back, relax, and let's get straight into it. We have a special guest on this live stream today. Um, so Nelson, let me introduce yourself and tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Hi everyone, nice meeting you. My name is Nelson Dablorme from Ghana, but South Africa citizen.
Yep. I guess one question for you is what factors led you to I guess considering studying it over here in Australia?
Oh yeah, actually, um, I knew a little bit about Australia when I was in South Africa,
Yeah.
but I got to know more when I pay a visit to Australia in 2009
Hmm.
just for a holiday, and I I experienced the weather. So I got to know that the weather is similar like Africa. So
Yeah.
I would say the first factor that make me move to Australia is the weather. I love the weather because I was here in summer and then it
Yeah.
was hot and I said, oh, good. Why not try another place like home? Yes.
Yeah. Australia's a very hot place. So, but it's worth it in the summer, I guess, when you get to swim. But I guess if you could share some steps that I guess you took to initiate your enrollment process or studying in Australia.
Yeah, when I decided to move to Australia to come and study here, I did a bit of research online. I look at few schools that uh, the first after the looking for the schools, I also look out for the fees. So the fees were a bit expensive. So I
Yeah.
have to work a bit extra to save more money to come down here. So the first factor was the fees because
Yeah.
I compare other areas like Europe, America, Canada, but because of the weather, like I told you, I decided to choose Australia. But when it comes to the fees, I think Australian fees were a bit higher. But
Mm.
looking at the advantages, I decided to stick to Australia. So the first step that I took was to first organize myself and make sure that I have enough funds to pay for my fees and then also for accommodation. And then the rest, um, I have to go through agents at school agents that they can recruit. So I gave all my documents for the agent to process my school for me. That is something that the agent have to go through to communicate to the schools that I wanted to come to. Yeah. So most of the steps was first to organize myself, fees, the deposit, and then also get a good agent that can connect me to the schools that I'm looking for. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I forgot one important part of your studies. So what course did you take in here over here in Australia? That's one question I should have asked at the start.
Sorry, the question again. I think I didn't hear you. Sorry for the speaker.
Oh,
Yeah.
so when you studied over in Australia, what course did you take up, or what course did you study?
Uh, yeah, because I wanted to stay here for a longer period. I I did a bit of research to look for the course that the government is, you know, um, the list of courses that the government is offering for international students that you can study to get your PR here.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then one of the courses that I saw was mental health. So I decided to choose mental health. And apart from the pathway to get my PR, I also had that interest. I had
yeah,
that interest of supporting the vulnerable people in the community. Yeah, supporting the yeah. So no, I decided to go for mental health.
good choice. That's I
Yes.
guess what we do here at Valley Noble. You know, we provide mental health services for all international students and even just students who grew up in Australia. We provide those services for people who are in need and of support. I guess.
Sure. Sure.
Um,
Sure. Sure.
but next question is: before coming to Australia, what challenges or difficulties did you face with your preparation or the steps that you needed to make in order to study over in Australia?
Thank you for the question. Like I said before, um, the first uh, the first challenge was the financial aspect of it because like I told you, the the fees was a bit expensive as compared to other schools in Europe. Yeah, so no, I needed to save more funds, and then
Yeah,
secondly, accommodation. Accommodation was something that I was also uh, um, thinking about. Yeah, and apart from accommodation, I was also looking into maybe where can I get some part-time job to support myself, to pay for my fees, and also um, to pay for my rent, and then other things. Yeah. So no, actually, these are the challenges and the difficulties that I prepared myself for. Yeah. Mm,
yeah. I feel like finances is a big struggle that all students come across when it comes to studying in Australia.
yeah.
Because courses can be expensive and especially if you're an international student, funds can be hard to come by as it's you're not able to work as much as other students. So yeah, finances is a big issue that I guess all students face when studying over here. But during your
Yeah.
time as a student, who did you reach out for support and guidance when facing these challenges?
Sorry, come again.
Um, so you know how you talked about the challenges that you faced, like the finances challenges. Who did you go for to reach out for support or any guidance?
Uh, um, yeah. You know, sometimes as an international student, it's a bit hard to get support from the government here because you are not allowed to get a loan
Yeah.
or any other source of funds. Yeah.
Mm.
So basically, it's everything is on you. You have to make sure you try as much as possible to um, get your funds ready, and then also get some part-time job. But getting part-time job here for me, um, it wasn't bad. I was able to, get some few jobs around, like um, uh, working as petrol attendants, and also um, uh, getting some, you know, um, uh, jobs in a in a in Woolies or coals. Yeah, so now these are some of the initial jobs that if you are lucky, you can get yourself into. And I think it really helped me to settle to that helped me to settle here quickly. Yes, I would say. Yeah.
Um, so all students have some tough times when studying. I guess even abroad when they're away from family. What kept you motivated to continue your academic journey in Australia?
Um, Yeah, what actually motivated me throughout my academic was, I had, I had, I had my goals set for the future. So, no, that was my focus.
Yeah.
I was so determined that I have to make it because back home I won't have any opportunity that I have it here. So no, I have to make sure that you know I I I put all my effort into my studies, so that
Mm.
at the end of the day I can make a better living here. I can get a job and then also get my PR, so that I won't go back whereby I will back home I will have that opportunity that those opportunities that I'm having here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, that was my main goals, and then that that I would say um, that drive me to to focus on my studies. Yeah,
Yeah.
because back home I won't have anything like here. Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you manage homesickness? So since you're away from family and friends, how were you able to stay connected to them?
Um. Yeah. You know. As you know, um, we human beings, we are social being. So uh, definitely once in a while it will hit you that you don't have your family around you. But thank God, when I came here, I had my community very supportive, you know, very engaging. So the people that I met here, they were very good to me, and
Mm.
especially my my community here. I started going to church, and I I get connected to my church, and they supported me, and then the community also came along, and yeah, so I would say having that homesickness was there, but it wasn't all that you don't have anybody here,
Mm.
at least you have some people that you can speak your native language with. You can talk to if you have any issues or any burden. People can advise you, counsel you, and yeah. So that was something that really helped me. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I guess staying connected or even just making new friends, or as you said, being in a community with people. I guess it's you're able to manage that homesickness because you have people here that can look after you and I guess provide support or be there for you if you ever are feeling down or academics coming after you. But yeah, I guess just staying connected to people that is always a good thing to do while studying abroad. But were there any specific academic or career goals that you were able to achieve here in Australia?
Yeah, thank you for that. Like I said before, um, my 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 goal before I came here, my my goal was to, you know, work and support the community. So when I look at some of the courses that was the government offering, one of them was mental health, and I would tell you that it's one of the great course that one can do to support the vulnerable people in the community,
Mm,
those who are experiencing depression and other mental issues. Yeah, so uh, that gave me that confidence that these are the things that I can do to support people experiencing these issues, and
mm,
also um, I got this passion for people to support others who are struggling mentally, and yeah, I would say after my studies it has really I've been able to support people, and then I feel I have I've been able to achieve my goals at the
mm.
end of the day. Yeah.
Thanks, Nelson. So my last question that I'd like to ask you is, what advice would you give to any future international students who are considering studying over here in Australia?
Mm. Yeah. Thank you for that opening. Yeah. The little advice that I will give to anyone who want to come and study here is Australia is a great place to live. It's a beautiful environment. The people are nice, and the weather is wonderful. You know, yeah. And the only thing is it's expensive as an international student. So before you come here, make sure you prepare yourself
Mm,
and get yourself get the right agent or right people that can talk to, very noble, connect to them, and I bet you you they will give you the right information that that will support you, that will help you to be in Australia, and to for you to get your permanent residence, citizenship, and then live a life, a wonderful life here. Yeah.
Thank you, Nelson. Well, I think that's a wrap for me here. Was there anything else you'd like to add to this interview, or anything you'd like to share?
My last thing that I want to say is thank you guys for the good work doing. You guys are amazing, and we hope you you extend your support to other countries, and people can link up to you guys. And we wish all of you the best. And thank you for the interview.
Thank you, Nelson. We appreciate it. All love and support over here from Valley Noble. But that's the end of today's interview, guys. Thank you, Nelson, for joining me here today. To ask about your time here in Australia studying. But as we come to a close, thank you all for joining us in this live today. We appreciate the ongoing support that you guys give us today, and you know, staying connected and exploring endless possibilities is the way to go and ahead of your future. But if there's any more questions that you guys like to ask us, drop a comment down below in the comment section, or drop a comment in either one of our posts. But free for feel free to follow us either on our Instagram, Facebook, or on our YouTube at valleynoble.com. But that's the end for today, and thank you once again, Nelson, for joining me in this live. And keep shining brightly, everyone. Study hard and stay noble, guys.
Okay, thank
Thank you,
you.
guys.
Bye.
Thanks, Nelson.
Bye.
See ya.